time I did another video. I'm going to do one of these washing together videos starring the Hotpoint WD64 Aquarius Extra Washer Dryer and the Miele W562 Prestige Plus 6, and you're watching Florence Ballard A3472 on the film.
Florence Ballard A3472.
Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Without further ado, let's get stuck into another video.
No, it's not a wash race, it's just the machines washing together. I'll be washing and drying together because you'll have the WD64. WD64 is going to wash this. This is actually from the 2000s, 2001. I got it today. Bed sheet from British Heart Foundation, so very fitting to the era of that, although that's more for the Hoover 6. And the Miele is going to do my work clothes on a minimum line 60. I've done the Miele washing together with all the machines in the collection, barring the Hoover Electron, which is not going to be filmed until 2028, which will be used. So I thought the WD64 was the only one we haven't had yet. Right, so I'll get loading. So this is just a duvet cover. Really nice looking retro type though. That's going to go on a boil wash, that one. Got to slam the door, obviously. Right, WD64 is going to use Persil Biological, and I think I'll start the WD64 first. Oh, actually, I'll start. Yeah, start WD because that'll take longer. Start heating with. I want to use the last of that. Well, that's it. It's the last of that to go in. Now with this comfort, I just pour it straight into the drawer because this lid is a bit of a nightmare. So just pour it straight in. Okay, that's that one done. And then the Miele is got almond coconut again. This is also the last of this one, but I've got Tesco Non-Bio as my next temporary detergent. That's really it. Blimey. There's not really much powder in there. Hang on. There's a whole. Oh dear. Might have thrown it all over the kitchen. Oh dear. That's better. Done. Okay. That's finished. And then there's Ineos. Oh my goodness me. Okay, I'll have to clean that up. Yeah, pretty much cleaned up. Ineos conditioner. I like this stuff. Science and performance. Alright, program wise, Hotpoint WD64 is going on to program C, which is white, 95 degrees Celsius white cotton. Spin at 1200. I always do super rinse, especially for anything. Drying is not set until after the final spin. That's going to go now. I always do is I shut cold water first because it's got a weak, I think the solenoid is weak for the hot fill. So I've got to let the machine fill and then start taking the powder first, otherwise the machine will fill before taking in the powder. I do need to replace the hot solenoid on this at some point. I just can't be bothered to do it right now. It's effort taking this thing apart from the back. Right, the Miele will go on in a bit. Filling now. There we are. That's actually filling properly. That's because the hose on this thing is kinked. I'll put the cold water in now. So, because these machines dual fill. So even on a boil wash. Whereas the previous range, as I said, the WD62 would fill just pure hot on programs C and D. And the Miele can be started up. Once this does the first heating stage, I'll start the Miele. Shouldn't be too bad of a load for this. That might have been why all this time the machine's been struggling. It might not have even been the solenoid. These actually feel quite well. Oh, look at that, it's nice and hot, that water now. Sounds good, doesn't she? Oh, have I accidentally set it to liquid still to start the Miele? So that's going to cotton, sorry, minimum iron 60, water plus, and go. Because the Hotpoint WD64 is heating on the bio stage, which takes the machine to 60 degrees Celsius and we heat to 95 around here. But this can get a head start. This won't be heating for as long as that. Usually I have it so that the machines are sat at like an angle to each other, but I didn't want to pull the Miele out. I thought we'd just do them together like that. WD64 screaming away here. And off we go. Miele and the Miele. Love that bloody thick drum rim on the washer dryers. Do the absorbency tumbles first. We do use load sensing on the minimum iron cycle, but I've hardly ever seen it kick in. They are of a top up fill. I try and keep this machine going on a 60 if I can. There's the Hoover 6 out there. We're heating. No, we're tumbling. Together. Hopefully it'll be some nice smooth spins on the WD64. It's quite a very lightweight, that is, that one. So unfortunately the Miele's got a bit of dark load in there, so it probably might not be seen as easily. So WD64 is heated to 60, Miele is now heating on the way to 60. They're both going in tandem with each other. At least that Almad didn't get too sudsy, but then again, even nothing really does. I mean, the Purcell's a little bit, but it's going down, as you see. That's because the ratio of load to water, and that is it's a lightweight load. These things are only here to try and stop the front panel squeaking so much, because the front panel's come a little loose on that. There's nothing holds it up here. Miele is practically at like 15. There we are. We've just reached 16. We've stopped. It's good because the fuse in that plug was getting really hot. I was like kind of scared. There you go, just the WD64 left, which is it's probably about 75 in there. Nice and snazzy like that. Because Hotpoint is using biological detergent, we've kind of lost all the suds. That's just comes up there. The Miele would end up doing a cool down. WD64's just clicked off at 95. Miele's coming towards the end of the main watch, so WD64 doing that now for the rest of the. I'm going to do about an hour of drying in that, maybe. The sun's setting in now, as you can see. Miele's on the cool down shuttle rinse, and WD64's on one of the advancing parts, but it won't click on. That's now clicking forward on the main wash. Whole machine's just lovely and warm now. Looking good. Miele's draining. Oh yeah, fill, drain, fill we do. That's not a leak, that's just where water drips when we open the door. draining for the first intermediate spin. Hotpoint's on the very last bit of the main wash now. I love that sound of the I think it's the button on the trousers hitting the glass. Oh, needs a little bit unbalanced, I think though. Small suds lock. They'll be spinning together at some point, maybe. The rinse is a different length on these as well. A nice long coast down from the Miele. That's going to go in a second. WD64's draining. First intermediate spin. Miele's full on the first high level rinse. That's going to ball that up, I think. Pump's nice and quiet on that. And I'll hold the Miele on the final spin so they can both do it together. Do the longer hole on these ones, yeah. WD64 is filling for the first rinse. Miele's probably coming towards the end of the first rinse. Probably get a rush of air as the WD64 tumbles and air cools. It means draining. Another spin. Not much. Yeah. That will spin that, you know. The worst bit. We're going for the next burst. Hotpoint WD64 into second intermediate spin. And Miele's going into the second additional rinse. There's another 500 RPM monitors. getting to level now. There. I'll go straight to the rinse now. I want to build a second rinse, so that's low level but with the fast or regular tumbles. WD64s on second rinse, filled up, Miele's going into spin. I put the machine on rinse hold so I'll both do the final spins together. Whoa, that's unbalanced. I've corrected itself. Miele does have a tendency to walk. The next spin the Hotpoint goes into is the faster one now. Continuing. I was checking my phone wasn't recording in 4K because I know I used the 4K setting the other day. Go. Hotpoint's on that spin. Now they're sort of catching up on the rinses and spins. Pulled up. Oh no. Sort of pull that up. Miele's my final rinse. Hotpoint's got 2 more rinses to go anyway. I don't want to spin that. Miele's taking a conditioner. sounds unbalanced. That's not going to spin. Right. Not too bad. How many is actually filling now? The roots. Yeah, we did this. Start ramping up in a second to 700 RPM. Let the Miele do the final spin, because I'm going to put that on an extra spin afterwards, because this stuff is like, even if it's a minimum iron, it won't be spun properly. So the WD64 is just about reaching full level for the super rinse we clicked off. That's the automatic half load, and it knows not to fill it all the way there. Now both machines are technically on a third rinse, because the Miele's doing 3 rinses and obviously the WD64 is doing 4 rinses. So they'll probably end up spinning together. There you go. They're both rinsing away nicely. Not bad rinsing. Considering it's hour, that's actually pretty good. And when the WD64 goes into her final spin, we'll start the Miele up as well. So, WD64 is onto the 4th and final intermediate spin, and the Miele we're going on to the minimum iron final spin in a little bit. So a little bit salty on there. Rolling it up again. Oh no, you don't want to be doing that. You know what? Mieles on to final spin now. WD64. That's all on one side of the drum. Getting a bit excited. Oh no. Is that actually going to spin that? I don't think so. Oh, we are. There we go. What squeaks is, it's actually the front panel, but I need a bit looser on this. Meters on balance as well. Go. That's crazy. The 800 burst. WD64 and final super rinse. I forgot the Miele's used the Ineos one. It's nice. Miele's on final ramp up now. The motor bearing sounds a bit better on the Miele now. So it reaches 1300 and obviously comes back down. That's a 1200 now. Oh. that one day the Miele will be saying goodbye to all these machines, you know, they all go. They come with me to my new house. Right, very last bit of the final rinse. Oh, both going to go into a long spin together. Another one is gradually built up. Miele's unbalanced. Well done, Miele. She's given the WD64 competition, but that's going to be balanced. Look at that. Up to 900. How smooth the WD64 is. And that'll still probably vibrate at 1200 more than the Miele's going to do. Louder as well. So we're fine there. Incredibly smooth. So the Miele is at the top speed of the WD64. Well, that's probably more 1100, that is. It doesn't look like it's made it smaller. I don't know if you can see that. He was walking. That's a 1200 now. How the WD64 can be louder though. no comparison of the two. Because there's no rubber on the bottom of the feet, that's why. Closest to the WD64. Pulse spin. Anti-tangle, Miele. That's going to go in the Zanussi Lindo upstairs. It's cotton strong dry. Away we go. And we're drying. Really good. Both machines are dried. It's also due to thermo spin as well. Good tumbles you do on that. So, right, I'll come back when partly through. The load's still drying with 44 minutes left. There's a proper heat in there now, so I suspect that'll probably be drying quite rapidly. Nicely done. I think we're about 20 minutes through now. I don't think that's going to do a thermo spin at all. Could be wrong though. Nice washing that. That sort of bedding my grandparents would have had. Got it from British Heart Foundation in Kingston. I've got so much bedding in there. 2 sets of bedding and some 80s looking curtains too. All the outside, so I reckon there's going to be a bit in the middle that's probably going to be a bit damp. Load. There's probably going to be a bit of a damp bit in this, I bet, because it balled everything up. But oh no. Oh, it's lovely and hot though. That's lovely. Right. And the work uniform was done upstairs. That's a bit hot. Right, I'm going to put that on a quick rinse and spin. I just rinse everything out. Yeah, that helps rinse everything out and cool the machine down properly. So that's that. So I hope you enjoyed that. You got to see the WD64 in action again, and the Miele, and the Miele's now washed with pretty much all machines, because we did the Hoover 6 as the last one, I think it was, and I did 2 with the 9530. So that's gonna be that. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, guys, and it's always a pleasure. I want to try and make videos active again. It's been a long time with work and everything and whatnot, just come off a whole week of night shifts, but some exciting stuff to be looking forward to. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.